Cult.
God.
A cult.
God.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire.
Hey everyone! Are you doing it on purpose?
No.
1, 2, 3.
Hey,
everyone! For today's video, I just spit. For today's video, we are doing our Q&A. So we're answering all of your questions today. We asked questions on Instagram and on YouTube, and we got quite a few this time. I think it's like 34 questions. So
Oh my gosh.
remember, do not elaborate so much. If you guys have been with us for a while, you know that Jarod loves to talk and he loves to answer your questions in like 5 paragraphs. It's true.
I like soliloquies.
Okay, first one. How well do both of you guys get along with the in-laws? You wanna go first?
Yeah, I think we get along really well with our in-laws, right? I mean, obviously I have a more difficult time just because of the language barrier. They mainly only speak Spanish and I clearly only speak English.
Yeah, I think I have a good relationship with my in-laws too. I really love Jared's mom, and his dad is more shy, I think, so we don't really talk as much. I think we get along well.
Yeah, I think it's important to both of us that we get along well with each other's in-laws. We don't want to be like the family Chantal. The 90 Day Fiance reference.
I mean, if you guys are 90 Day Fiance fans here, you will get that. What are your beliefs or teaching discipline? Wait, let me start over. This is why you read the questions. I always like brain fart. Okay, what are your beliefs or teaching on discipline with Annabella? I'll start first. So how about we go first?
Do we have any?
Annabella's our first daughter, so we are learning as we go, and I just feel like I don't know. Okay, we don't have like a set thing, like if she does this, she's gonna get her butt whooped, nothing like that. I don't necessarily want to be like my parents either, because I feel like to this day, like I fear my dad because he used to always beat us, and I know it's not gonna, it doesn't sound, I mean, sorry, it's gonna sound like horrible, but not beat us as in like he would like beat the crap out of us, but he would always beat our butt. Like he would always whoop us, you know, if we did something bad. And I don't want my daughter fearing me. I don't know where I'm going. You answer this.
We're not super strict, but
no, but we do like raise our voice.
Yeah, we will raise our voice, and if and if she's pushing it, we will handle it.
After having another pregnancy, will you try for a 4th pregnancy if all is good too? Well, we've only had 2 pregnancies, so if we try for another one, it's going to be our 3rd.
Well, that's what they mean. After this one, will we go for
oh,
the
sorry.
4th one?
This is why I don't read the questions. I'm sorry. Like, my brain is like, I'm tired, and I had wine yesterday, and I don't drink. You don't want to hear my story. I think maybe, but at this, like right now, I don't know. I mean, we don't know.
We just don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, like we know we want another child because we don't want Annabella to be an only child, whether if it's another kid that we can conceive or possibly even adoption. I mean, right?
Well, as of right now, we're pretty confident that we.
I mean,
won't
we hope.
Again.
Yeah.
We haven't had any problems so far, but.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you never know.
We're open to the possibility.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just depends, really.
It's hard to say so far down the road.
Mm-hmm.
It just all depends on where we're at in our life at that moment. And
yeah.
when we had Annabella, we were like, we're not having any more. But then things changed. And so if we have another child, I mean, even after what happened with the twins, we kind of were like, we're not going through this again, we're done.
Yeah.
And then obviously a couple weeks later, we're like, no, we have to
not give up.
Yeah. So after we have another pregnancy, because they're stressful, there's a lot of anxiety with pregnancies.
Annabella's pregnancy was a little stressful, but not to the extent that our twins' pregnancy was.
So that makes us nervous.
Yeah.
So when we get pregnant, we go through it again, We'll just have to wait and see how we feel. I'm betting right after we'll probably feel the same way. No, this is it. We're done. 2:20.
Yeah. How did you and your husband meet? We actually have a video on that, and we will put a card in, but we met on Tinder, and we have a story on that. Would you guys ever get married?
Well, it says get married. Why would we get married? Do we need married? Who is this married?
We're married.
We're married, yes. So I guess we would. Would we do it again?
Yes.
Hopefully not, because that would mean we would be leaving each other and finding somebody else.
We didn't have a wedding per se, like white dress and
very, very spontaneous.
We got married on the Strip. We live in Vegas and
we just did it.
Just did the Vegas wedding.
We got married where Elvis got married. I always throw that out there.
Oh my gosh.
So cool.
Are y'all thinking of doing a meet and greet? That would be so cool, but I don't think we have that huge of a following to where, I mean,
Is that a thing? Do people do that?
Yeah, people do that.
Yeah.
I would love to do that though. Like, if you live in Vegas and you guys would like to meet, let us know in the comments and we could talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? That would be so cool to meet you guys. That was it on Instagram, so we're moving on to questions on YouTube. Alright.
Would you consider doing a short stretch of daily vlogs? Isn't there such a thing as Vlogust in August to build up your subscriber base even quicker? It would be so cool if this channel could become Blanca's job if she were interested in it enough, or interested enough in it. Then we could see even more of your lovely family.
I love you.
That's exactly what Blanca wants.
That's exactly what I would want.
Absolutely.
But
we both would want that, because then she stays home, she takes care of Annabella, she gets
and
to
we do what we love.
She's passionate about for a living, and I get to go along for the ride. We've done it before.
We've done daily vlogs, like we did it in December, but it didn't really do anything for our channel, so I don't know what we might be doing wrong. Maybe we're not interesting enough, but
we weren't as consistent as we would have liked to have been in December. Remember, we missed a lot of days, and then we grouped like December 21st through the 23rd as one video, because you got sick, so I got really tough. Sick. Life gets in the way.
Especially when you work a full-time job. We both work and
have a baby. Alright, what made you turn vegan?
I'm not vegan, I'm vegetarian. What made me turn vegetarian was documentaries on Netflix about how the industry is, and yeah, no. It was terrifying. And I was already thinking about it. Like, I didn't really eat meat. Chicken was like an occasional thing, and it's like, it wasn't hard for me. It was just like, one day I'm like, I'm not doing it again. I'm not eating meat anymore, and I did it, and here we are, like 6-7 years later.
Vegan would be a challenge for you, because you do love eggs and dairy.
I love cheese, cream. I'm an animal lover here, so to me that's really important.
I love animals too. They taste delicious.
Hold on, let me fix my boobs.
Blanca, where in Mexico are you from? Were you born in the U.S.? Does Jarod or Annabella speak Spanish? Love your family.
Thank you. We answered this in the last one. I was born in a little town called Magdalena, and it's in the state of Jalisco. No, Jarod does not speak Spanish. Annabella is learning it. And I think Jared's trying to learn too. Learning
more to understand it rather than communicate with it. I'm not very good with the pronunciation of a lot of it, and so like even if I try to read it, I butcher it really bad. No question, just keep making videos. I love y'all.
Thank you. Love you too.
I love your guys' positivity and love to everyone. You guys are stars, and I feel so happy when I watch you guys. My question is, what movies do you guys recommend at the moment?
There's more.
And when did you guys fall in love with each other?
Aw, thank you. We appreciate that. Toy Story, for sure. Toy Story 4. You want to answer the... Give one movie. Don't try to...
Well, when you say at the moment, I'm assuming that you want me to think of something current that's out there.
That's what I thought,
yeah,
so that's why I said that.
going through the list of all my old favorites. I like the Marvel movies, if you're a Marvel fan, but if you're not a Marvel fan, I liked Hell or High Water. If you didn't catch that one.
That's a good one.
Not that long ago. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, I liked it. When did you guys fall in love with each other? I want to hear you first. Let's see. When did you realize you were in love?
Well, we had this... I've told you this before. So one day I'm driving to work and just on the road, just kind of looking around. The same road I would take every day on my way to work back then, and I just kind of recognized that everything just seemed a little brighter. The colors were brighter, the sun was shining more.
That's sweet. I remember you told me that.
Yeah, and I just felt like everything was just, I just was
happier?
Able to, yeah, I was able to enjoy everything and appreciate everything more around me that normally I wouldn't even pay attention to. So that's kind of when I knew that I was in love.
Oh, I don't have a thing like that.
Oh gosh.
I don't have a pretty story like you.
That's really sad.
I just kind of knew.
Yeah? What made you know?
I don't know.
You don't know how you knew?
I just
Do you
remember.
have a moment where you just knew it?
I just remember just loving you.
Forever?
Yeah.
There wasn't a day where you were just like,
I
this
can't
is the
remember.
guy I want to spend the rest of my life with?
I just kind of knew. It was fast because it was like within the first week. I was
it
like.
was fast. And people say that you can't fall in love fast, like it takes time. It's not true.
But
if
yeah.
If you feel it fast, I mean, then go with it. Like,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I love you guys, and I'm so happy I found your channel a little while back. My question is, I know your last video you talked about having C-sections and your future pregnancies. Are you able to have a vaginal birth, or does it have to be another C-section? I'm praying every day for your beautiful family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, we cannot have a vaginal birth. Due to me having 2 C-sections, the chance of me having a vaginal birth can rupture my uterus.
And with this last pregnancy, obviously before everything happened, we were trying to have a vaginal.
Yeah,
but then
if we would have had one baby,
yeah.
The doctor was gonna let me try to have a VBAC, right? VBAC, that's how you say it. Yeah, and he had told us with the type of twin pregnancy we had, it had to be a C-section regardless.
Yeah, with ours it was most likely going to be an emergency because it was just going to be, okay, we have to deliver now. That's just usually what happens.
Yeah.
Do or did either of you do much traveling so far in our lives? I used to work for airlines, so I'm just wondering. Thank you for the shout outs.
We've only gone to Mexico.
I've done more traveling since we've been together. Like, I never left the country until we started dating.
Mm-hmm. But like, we don't go like to the other side of like Europe or anything like that. We'd love to. We just
it's hard with the
can't.
toddler too now. Like, it was easier when she was.
And it's expensive. Like, we can't afford it.
Yeah, we're not world travelers.
I mean, we wanna be. We're just not there
Who
yet.
doesn't? You took a 1-day road trip to Jerome, Arizona, and made it back the same day. How far away is your home?
Well, we were in Arizona at the time, so we were staying with Jared's parents, and they're like 40 minutes away.
Yeah, so that was a road trip during our road trip. So yeah, we spent like 5 days in Arizona. One of those days, it was the 4th of July. We drove up to Jerome just to do something, the two of us, while my parents watched the baby.
Yeah, but if we drove to Jerome from our house, it's probably like 5 or 6.
Yeah. Your whole family is so sweet. Love watching. My question is, how many children do you want to have? Also, do you have a preference of whether you want a girl next or a boy?
Thank you. I think we definitely want one more, like we mentioned before, but no, I don't think we have a preference. We just want the healthy baby.
I mean, you had a preference with that.
When we first got pregnant, I've always wanted a little girl, and I got her. And now it's like I have my perfect little princess, and honestly, I don't have a preference. I just want a healthy baby.
I mean, the easy answer would be to say boy because we have girl, but honestly, it wouldn't matter to me.
It would be nice if it was a girl just because she can have a little sister.
Yeah, we kind of think the same thing. Like, if they were both girls, they would be a little bit closer than a boy and girl aren't necessarily. I guess in some situations they can be, but 2 girls might, be able to share a lot more in common, share a bedroom, those kinds of things. Hi, Stucki Fam. I always wait for your vlogs and updates. I have 2 questions. What is your favorite food and your favorite holiday destination you have been or might want to go?
Favorite food? Didn't we answer this one?
I think we've answered it before.
Yeah, I like Mexican food. It depends on what I'm feeling like, but we eat a lot of Mexican, we eat a lot of Italian, and American.
We eat everything.
Yeah, but those are the main things.
We love food.
Like, we love fries. That's American, right?
Yes. No, it's French. I love sushi. That's one of my favorites too. But again, it just depends on the day and the mood of what I'm feeling like. But I wanted to throw that in there. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that last time. Favorite holiday destination?
We don't have any. We're always home.
But it's not something.
Oh, wait, holiday, does that mean vacation?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I forget that, other people use holiday as vacation.
Yeah, your favorite holiday destination.
We've only been to Mexico. Like, we've been to Puerto Vallarta.
She says have been. So if we do have been.
Oh, sorry. Or might want to.
Been, I would say Puerto Vallarta is a place we have been that we really like.
I think the might want to go to would be where you want to go?
Oh, the Maldives?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
That
pipe
would be
dream.
amazing.
Yeah. But we're talking like an 18-hour flight or something crazy like that. So
Yeah, but you would
wouldn't
wanna
wanna do
go
it with
there.
a baby. Yeah, I would love to go there. It's really expensive to fly there, but from what I understand, once you're there, it's actually very affordable. Do you have a place, or are you just going to go with Maldives?
Yeah, because it makes you happy.
Oh, okay. Do you plan to go back to your previous job, Blanca? Also, when does the new school year start, Jarod, and are you nervous about the new position?
Yeah, I already went back.
And my school year starts in like a couple weeks. August 7th, I believe, is when I go back to work officially, and the kids start the following Monday. And yeah, I'm nervous because it's new. It's a new school. It's a tough school. It's one of the reasons why I'm going there. I like a challenge. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working with people that I know a lot of people who are already there that I get to work with, so that'll be nice. But teaching a new grade level outside of elementary school is going to be a little nerve-wracking at first, but that's why I'm doing it. I want to learn something new.
Yeah.
Anything you guys grew closer from after losing the twins?
I think it's definitely been a struggle. I don't know if we're
For
closer. Sure. What do you think? I mean, we have more things we've gone through, so I don't know how to...
Yeah, I wouldn't say I feel closer now that we've gone through something like this together. I think we always felt as close as you can.
I feel like we're definitely best friends. I tell you everything. I think you tell me everything.
You think?
I'm just saying, I don't know, do you?
When I'm looking at the bright side, because it's obviously been a real difficult time, and not just with the grief and loss of the twins, but just the stress and anxiety of everything going on around us. When we get to a point where we can look back on it, we will appreciate the fact that we had this much time together, because I'm off from work and she's been off to work. And even from the very beginning of our relationship, we never had maybe more than a week where we just spent every day together without work being part of that. So we've spent 2 months, just the two of us, really with each other 24/7 every day. You would think that would make us closer, but like I said, I don't feel like we're any closer than we always were. But it's nice to know that we could spend that amount of time with each other and not get sick of each other.
Oh, I definitely was very happy home with you and Annabella.
It was great. How old are you guys? And how many kids do you want? We answered the how many kids do you want? At least one more. And I am going to be 39 at the end of the month of August.
I'm 29.
And Blanca's 29 already. Hey guys, I always love watching your videos. Have you ever ran into anybody that recognized you guys from YouTube?
Oh, yes. We actually ran into 2 people so far.
Yeah.
One was a girl that we're now kind of friends. And we met her at Lindo, Michoacan. It's a Mexican restaurant. That's one of our favorite ones that we go to. And I remember I guess she was saying my name, but I didn't hear her. I was going up to the hostess.
So yeah, we walked in. I think they were walking out. And Blanca was up ahead, and I was like walking back with Annabella, and she was going up to just get us a table or ask for us to be sat. And I just hear, "That's Blanca," and I just assumed it was like somebody that knew her, or
I didn't
maybe
hear her.
a family member or something, because Blanca's got family in town that we don't always see that often, and I haven't met them all, so I didn't know. It's like they just said that's Blanca, and then I think I overheard her telling her husband, "That's Blanca, like that's who I watch on YouTube," or something like that, and she I think got my attention somehow, or I turned around and said, "Yeah, that's Blanca. You should go say hi to her."
And then she came up. I turned around and she was in front of me and she was saying hi, and I was like
dumbfounded.
I was caught off guard. I've never had that before. So, and then so it was really nice to meet her. So that was the first, and then the second, we were at the movies. We went to see Toy Story 4.
Fairly recent.
We went into a cry room.
Just a big glass room, basically separated from the rest of the theater, so your kid can be fussy and whiny and not disturb everybody
and it
else.
was the other family in there.
Yeah, so there's like 8 seats, 10 seats in there, so you'll be sitting in there with other families. And another family came in, and we were already sitting up front, and it's kind of dark like it is in the theater. And I don't know, Annabella was doing something, and I think Blanca just kind of turned around and apologized for Annabella being fussy. And she's like, "Oh, that's okay." And then she goes, are you the Stucki Fam? And we're like, yes. Yeah, that's it so far.
Yeah.
That we know of anyway. What is your favorite family activity to do? Do you have a special holiday tradition at Christmas time? Love you guys a lot. Thank you.
Love you too. You want to answer?
Favorite family activity that we do?
Family activity? I don't think we have any. We're boring, you guys.
No. I mean, we like to take Annabella on walks. That's something that she really enjoys when the weather's nice enough. And so it's hot in Vegas, obviously. So once the sun starts to set, we kind of take her on walks because she gets stir crazy in this house. She's not like she doesn't like being in here, or just taking her on a drive. I think that's a family activity we do enjoy. Is
taking her on a drive?
Well, since we've been on the break, we've done like just little mini road trips. Like we tried the one to Zion. We've gone up to the mountains a lot here in Vegas because we actually live pretty close where our house is at. As for holiday traditions, it's still kind of early for us, but
I don't know. I feel like we tried to. I
There
can't
was
remember.
something
We
that
were just talking about it the other day. Like I was like, what was that tradition I was trying to put in place?
I don't remember.
And I don't remember
It'll
either.
probably come back to us like come Christmas time. Like you'll see a decoration. Maybe it was buying like an ornament every year or something like that. I don't know.
I don't remember. And then nothing that we've carried down from our families either.
My family didn't have any real traditions.
I don't think my family does either.
Don't really have a question, but I just wanted to tell you how much I love you and love watching your videos. And you both are truly inspirational, and you will help a lot of people who have experienced losing a child can see that life can still be good after you lose a baby.
Thanks.
Thank you. How many kids do you want? At least one more.
At least one more.
Hi Blanca, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Cook. Tacos. Oh, no. Fried rice. I've been loving fried rice lately.
Any recommendations on good food? So, fried rice?
Fried rice.
It's not, yeah, it's actually not. It's good, and it's a real simple, quick thing to make, too.
I mean, you don't do it, but yeah, it is simple.
It's really simple.
Whatever. You can't say that it's simple when you don't do
You
it.
just put a plate down, you walk away, you come back, and poof, it's there. It's amazing how easy it is.
I want to punch you.
Hi, Jarod. Do you think at one point you will be teaching Annabella, or do you think it would make her act differently even though she is disciplined because she knows you are her dad and not just a teacher? Good job on both of your guys' parts with her, by the way. I can tell you are both loving parents as you guys are do amazing. There's got to be a type. Doing an amazing job. Love
Thank you.
Stucki Fam.
Thank you. Love you too.
Yes, thank you.
We try. I think we are good parents.
I don't think I will teach Annabella in my own classrooms. I mean, currently the schools that I work at are very difficult, challenging schools. I mean, that might change when Annabella gets to school age. I'd like to at least work at the same school she goes to.
Yes, I would love that.
But I would also like to get into administration, and we're talking 3 years from now, anything could happen as far as that goes. But I wouldn't have her in my own classroom, not because of, her behavior or anything like that, but like she needs to have that experience of another teacher, and then she still has me to help her at home. Have another question for you. Oh, okay. How many siblings?
Wait. The way Jarod just goes, oh, okay.
How many siblings do each of you have, brothers or sisters?
Let me answer first.
Go ahead.
I have 2 brothers. I always wanted a sister, never got one.
I have 2 sisters. Didn't really ever really want a brother. I always had close friends of mine that I considered as brothers anyway. So, what is the age gap between you guys? Oh, and this is from Steelers Girl.
This is the person I always think is your sister, but it's not.
And where is your family from?
So Steelers Girl, you remind me of Jared's sister because she defines herself as Steelers Girl too.
She is an obsessive Steelers fan. It's ridiculous.
You guys would probably get along. I don't know if you love it as much as she does, but age gap, 9 years. And where is your family from?
So like my dad's side of the family is from Utah, and my mother's side of my family is basically from Las Vegas. This is where they've always lived many, many generations back.
My family's from Mexico. We're from the state of Nayarit and Jalisco.
My question is, I don't want this to happen, but if it would, if you all or your daughter would die, would you keep them ashes in your home as well?
I'm sorry, but I don't think that's a question to ask, especially when we just lost 2 kids.
It's a little morbid.
Yeah. I don't even want to answer that because Annabella, she's everything to us.
Yeah.
She's the only thing that has us here, I think, you know? Like, we're still here because of her.
She's the best thing ever.
Yeah. So, no, I don't even want to think about that.
What nationality is Jarod? The last question and answer video, he said he was born and bred here in America. I said America? America. But where are his relatives from? I mean, where did they come from? Where did they come over from? Oh, okay. That's a great question. I mean, even my own parents aren't entirely 100% certain
But you always say
of their heritage. But my mom's side, they claim Scottish, but they're not like 100% Scottish. There's a lot of mixture in there. My dad's Welsh, so the UK area, but they're all from different parts of that area, and I couldn't say for sure what my
He's Scottish
heritage.
and Welsh. That's what he tells me, so that's what I tell everybody.
Those are the parts that my parents are most confident in our heritage.
Yeah.
But they could be completely wrong for all I know. But it sounds about right. I mean, I look the part. What is your biggest fear?
The dark.
Your fear is the dark?
That's a fear.
What is my biggest fear?
And sharks. And dying. We're all gonna die, but I'm afraid to die.
Yeah, I can't be afraid of dying. I don't know if I have a fear. Nothing that I would
Whatever!
say.
Everybody has a fear. Losing me?
Yes, but I know that will never happen. I mean, other than bad things happening to the people I love, yeah, that would definitely be a fear of mine, but I don't fear it. I don't worry. That never crosses my mind.
No, don't think about that.
Well, that's when you're saying losing you, like
I'm just kidding!
you leaving me would be a fear, but it isn't because I never even consider it as an option. So when they say...
I'm kidding!
I know, but I'm just referring as the question when they say something that you fear, I'm thinking of something that you actually have like a phobia of or a
You're not a fear. You're not a fear. You're not afraid of spiders. You're not afraid of sharks, scorpions.
Why
Oh my
would I
god,
be
scorpions
afraid
is
of
another one.
How often do I run into sharks? Why would I be afraid of...
I'm terrified of sharks.
I never have seen a shark in person other than like on the other side of an aquarium. And like, I'm not afraid of it.
Oh, just thinking about it, I'm so scared right now.
See, I don't have that. Have you ever dealt with infidelity within your relationship? And if so, how did you move past it?
No infidelity here in this relationship. That is nothing we would ever put up with each other. Ever.
So yeah, we probably wouldn't move past it.
No, like that's something that's, no.
There is no room for infidelity.
No.
It's super normal to be worried when pregnant with your rainbow baby. How do both of you feel about it?
Nervous for sure.
Love your channel and your daughter is super cute. Did it affect her in any way when you had your loss? Much love, Stucki family, praying for you and that rainbow baby to come.
Thank you. I don't know if it's affected her. I think maybe a little bit just because we were so sad. You know, just it affecting us by like lashing out easily, you know? And I think I could see that a little bit in her.
Yeah, I think the only time that she really knew something was wrong was the first day. The very first day when we got the news from the doctors and we came down and she could clearly tell that her mother especially was hurting. And her reaction was very sympathetic and understanding. Like she knew innately that something was wrong. Like
I came downstairs from my doctor's office and Annabella was down there with my parents and I was just crying and Annabella just came up to me and, you know, like if she knew something was wrong with me, she just came up to me, did this, I held her and we just hugged and I just cried and as I hugged her and she just hugged me tight.
She had just like an instinctual reaction to how you were feeling. And early on when we were probably at our most challenging, we were early on after the loss, we were probably our most emotional. We had my family here and then her mom would come over every day. So those first couple of weeks, Annabella spent a lot of time with her grandparents and my sister, and that kept her kind of separated from seeing us overly upset and sad. So we protected her as much as we could from it. Yeah. So I don't think it had a huge impact on her. I think because she's so young, she won't remember.
We try our best to, keep going and make sure everything is as normal as can be, which is why we go out and do things and, just for her.
Yeah, and I think we've stayed really positive around her over this time together. Yeah. Are you guys hoping you have twins again? Heart you guys. Faith.
Thank you. It would be nice, but at the same time it's very scary And if we were to have twins, I can only wish that they're fraternal or, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm hoping for twins or anything like that. If it is, I have no problem with it.
Honestly,
obviously, we're not looking, we really would not want to go through another difficult pregnancy like the one we went through before. The dreading of the doctor appointments, the constant bad news each time you go. We don't want to. That's the one thing that makes us question whether we would want to try again. But we're willing to try again, and we just believe that, you know.
Yeah.
We have good luck on our side this time. You know?
Yeah. I know I've wished for twins, but honestly, it's whatever God decides to send us. As long as our baby's healthy, that's all that I care about.
Yeah, absolutely. What made you pick the names of your children? Love you guys.
Oh, we talked about that. We answered about Annabella. Annabella was, I just put names together. Anna is my grandma, and Bella is a name that I loved from Twilight, so I put them together, and that was Annabella. And then our twins, Alexander, you were like, he was a philosophy major, so we thought, what, Alexander the Great?
Alexander the Great, his teacher was Aristotle, another name that I like.
Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Tell me.
I don't know.
Are you
I felt
burping?
like I got like a gas bubble in my chest or something at that time.
That's where we got Alexander from.
Well, that's not where you got it from.
No, but
That's why I was. That's why.
but I ran with it. I ran with that, Alexander the Great. So I'm like,
She
all right,
liked
cool.
Alexander way before she met me.
Yes.
That was always the name she was going to pick. I just said I liked it too because of those reasons.
Aidan, it was a cute name, and his mom actually thought about it too. She mentioned it one day, and I was like, I thought about that name, and then it just kind of stuck from there.
And since we had Annabella and Alexander was already picked for Alexander before we knew we had twins, we just figured we needed another A name for Aidan. So I have just one question. Are you guys scared to try for more children? I know some women will not try again after a loss. Good luck on Rainbow Baby and all babies after.
Thank you. Yes, definitely scared, for sure.
But still gonna try.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not going to give up.
I love you guys so much. What are some of your fears, if you have any, about your children growing up? One word. Euphoria.
That's Jared's. He doesn't watch that show because he says...
I do watch the show. You make me
I watch the
I
show
don't
Euphoria.
like the show.
It's a show on HBO, and it's about all these teenagers and what they do and what
like
goes
the
on.
Worst. You'd like take all the worst possible habits that teenagers could possibly have and put
You
it
can't
in one
possibly
show.
think that's what your daughter's going to be doing.
I
Like,
don't.
it's a possibility, but you cannot say...
You just say, what are some fears you have? Like when you watch
I
that
know,
show,
but when
you're
you
like,
watch
Jesus.
that show, when he watches that show, he's just like, oh my
Males
god,
are
Annabella's
chocolate.
gonna be doing this. Like,
No, I'm
yes, you
I
do.
I don't believe she will. No, of course not. But I'm just like, oh my god. It's a show that basically takes all the worst possible habits that children that age could possibly have and built a show around it. Like,
Wait.
like it's normalized. Like this is exactly how all high school life is, and I hate to believe that that's the case. I know I'm a little bit removed from my high school days, and sure, some of that stuff went on when I was in high school, but not to the extent in which you see it on that show.
I feel like a fear of mine would be that she cuts us out of our life. Like, not cuts us out of her life, but
Doesn't communicate.
that doesn't communicate with me, that doesn't trust me. That would be a really big fear because I did that to my parents. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be... Like, I want to be there for her. I feel like definitely I'm going to be a different parent than my parents were.
It's a fine line when you're a parent. You want to still be the disciplinarian and you want to still make sure that you tell them.
Yeah, but I'm afraid of her not trusting
These
me.
are the choices you should make, but you have to also be willing to let them make their own decisions, even if you know the decisions they're making are wrong. And that way they will still come to you and talk to you and not be like, I can't talk to my parents because they're going to judge me and they're going to attack me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a tricky balancing act.
And then last one?
Hey guys, my question is, when would you want to start with another baby?
Our doctor gave us the okay to start trying in August, like toward the end of August. But I think feeling comfortable, we're going to wait a little longer, maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
So like what would be 6 months from the delivery of the twins? November?
Yeah.
Maybe.
But it'll depend. We don't know where we'll be at in November either. So
Yeah, it just depends where we're at, but we definitely want to try for more, obviously. But I feel like the earliest we would be like around there, right?
yeah.
I don't want you to be answering me like,
No.
yeah, I'm telling you. Like, tell me what you want.
I don't remember ever saying the 6 months thing, but I do remember us talking that we don't want to start right away. after. Just because our doctor gave us the okay in August doesn't mean we're going to start right away in August. Like,
I mean, I
think we need
did.
time. We did, but now we've thought about it, and we're not going to do anything that puts us in a position where something could happen that could be affecting her health. But also, we just want to make sure that we're at a better place mentally and in our own lives.
I just feel like
we're still a little unstable, I guess, is the way to say it right now. Things are still a little. So once we get back into a normal routine, which, you know, I think we'll know when the time has come that, I think it's time to start.
It's definitely been hard for us. Yeah, so that's it. That's all the questions. Thank you guys so much for all of your questions. It's definitely a long video now.
Sorry I did it again.
But we had fun, right? Annabella is not in the room because her auntie Jamie is here, so she's hanging out with her. So sorry you guys didn't get to see her today. You know how she loves to mess with the camera.
Maybe just do like a little icon of like a picture of Annabella, pop her up right there.
Here she is, in case you missed her.
She is the best part of this channel, so.
I mean, yeah.
So if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please, and you enjoyed it, obviously you need to subscribe so you can see more of this amazing content. If you didn't get a chance or you didn't know we were doing the Q&A and you have other questions, feel free to write them in the comment section. Blanca does a great job of replying and reading through those and then sharing them with me. So we will definitely respond to that. And if we get a lot more, we can always do another Q&A.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we could do this monthly.
It's fun.
Yeah, I know you love these. Let's try to get new questions. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of the Stucki family. We really appreciate you guys. We'll see you in our next one. Bye.